Hey guys, this is Otero for IGN, and I'm here with
Pear. Hey.
And Pear, we want to show folks why the combat in the Legends of Zelda Wind Waker is so special. That is the point of this video today.
Yeah.
So why don't we give people an overview? What is so special about the combat in the Legends of Zelda?
Well, first of all, look, I mean, we're trying this out on a little battle dungeon on the first island that you start on. You can't go there in the very beginning, but you can unlock it, and basically you just fight one enemy after the other. But look at all this stuff you can already do, right? You're seeing that an enemy, this bokoblin guy here, drop the stick, you pick it up, and you beat him with it. It can be set on fire, you know, just by touching the flames on the other. It's just you can already tell it's a really cool combat system in there.
So I'm just going to set up a situation real quick. So I'm going to have the bow and arrow, I'm going to have the hammer for this next area, and I'm going to have the grappling hook, which is my favorite thing ever, but I'll show folks why in a second. Yeah, there's a ton of variety to the combat in Wind Waker, more so I feel than any other 3D Zelda. And maybe, you know, that's obviously an opinion and, you know, open to, you know, different people's interpretation. But what we can do here, for example, I'm going to start out with just the grappling hook, and I'm just going to take things from these enemies. I don't even have to fight them to start. I can just round up this choo-choo jelly.
Yeah, you get red chew jelly. You can, of course, create, you know, red potion with it and all that. Yeah. The cool stuff here, of course, you can lock on, right? Just like in the Ocarina of Time, which introduced the system where you hit a button, you lock onto an enemy, then you can circle strafe around them, which, you know, just kind of fixes all sorts of camera angles, right? You can do that right from the bat. In Wind Waker, it has this cool kind of cartoony red arrow, but it also, when you locked on, you get the benefit of the counters, right? So maybe you can can you trigger it on these guys? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Hold on. So hold on. The A button flashes, and you hit the A button. Unfortunately, that didn't work out so well for
didn't work out so well for me right there. There's so many of them piled up, it's kind of a challenge.
Guys, Jose is just trying to show you guys how not to do it in the fighting game when you play it. But here's the A flash, so the trigger.
Right.
Here we go.
There we go.
Boom.
And bam, one hit. Although on these enemies it's one hit, not every enemy is one hit.
Yeah.
And here's another one.
And they're, you know, it's basically the contextual special attack. Like some enemies, he'll actually roll around and like strike them in the back, which is a key to defeating some of them. You know, some of the armored guys out there, like Dark Nuts.
And it's a great visual cue. I mean, the sword lights up. You get the little icon on the bottom. It's just telling you right away, like, hey, hit the A button here so you'll have a counter. And the counter is random but cool. Sometimes it's an overhead counter. Sometimes it's a roll around the side.
Yeah.
These enemies are pretty simple, but let's
these little
just take these guys out. Actually, I'm going to bring in my boomerang really fast.
So what you're not seeing right now, Jose is using his fingers on the gamepad to move items into his item slots. So, you know, it happens all on the gamepad, not on the main screen.
Yep. So I'm gonna also show you even something like the leaf.
Oh,
you're
wow! Out of magic.
I'm out of magic. No. Okay. I hope I get magic in this
the leaf
area.
Is so sad when.
So far, they're not dropping much.
Yeah,
because
so
this is an endurance trial, right? So they're not gonna drop much.
These guys are pretty easy. Oh, there's one left.
There. Oh, there he goes. These guys creep me out.
I love the sound. They're like.
Yeah. Very, very creepy.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Next layer.
Come on, give us something good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, these guys are on fire, which would have been awesome if we had the leaf, because you can actually use the leaf and the gusts of the wind to put out the fire on some of these enemies. Yep. Do you want to do a multi-lock on?
Yeah, let's do that.
So one of the cool features they introduced with Wind Waker is that you can actually lock onto multiple enemies, boom, boom, take them all out.
Perfect.
Which is, you know, it just shows how well tweaked this game is, that you can pull off all
no
this
counter
stuff.
there. I wasn't locked on.
You weren't locked on. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
You know what? I've seen some people play Zelda games without ever even knowing that there was a lock-on function.
Really?
At least Ocarina of Time.
Is so important. Are you serious?
I've seen people play it, and it pained me very much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully this video is not painting anyone, but we are just trying to give you a glimpse of what makes this combat so special, just because there's so much you can do. Ooh, I'm going to bring in bombs for the next one. Hopefully we get some good ones. Here we go.
So one of the other cool things, of course, you have all these moves when you're locked on. You can not just strafe around enemies, but you can do the jump, right? If you hit the button, you can lock onto some dude.
Yep.
There. So if you hit button and left, he'll jump sideways.
Yep. If you do it on time, which I missed it.
Oh, no. You're not locked on right now.
Or I was, but not to that one. Wait, you know what? Let me get rid of one of these guys. Well, that didn't work out. Okay. We still have one over here.
And then you can do a backflip when you're locked on, too. So if Jose locks onto that guy, press backwards. There you go. You can.
And that's been a thing since
backflip.
Ocarina, but it's really useful. So there we go.
Here we go.
Counter. Perfect.
And then take him out. Oh.
Well, let's stun him first.
All right.
So they have funny stun animations where they just sit there bewildered, sort of bemused. All right, let's get over to this guy.
Yep.
So, sorry, I'm going to do this a lot because this is how I like to play Wind Waker. And if you're at home and you're the same way, good job.
So, yeah, Jose has this OCD thing where he can't stop swinging the grappling hook unless he is done stealing everything these poor people possess.
Everything he has.
Yeah,
That's right.
I think that's so mean. I mean, some of these guys, they sit in this cave their entire lives. All they have is that joy pendant. That's their only joy.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
take his necklace actually, and I like that you see it go missing.
Mean.
Yeah, I like that you see it go missing as well. Like that's great to me.
So these spoil items, they call it spoils.
Whoa! I love that they do that. By the way.
Yep.
He just flipped out and.
Look at that too with the dust.
Let's stun him. See that?
There you go. The spoil items you can of course trade for things, right? They're used in some of the quests, like you have to give somebody 20 joy pendants or whatever, and you can unlock things like the potion masters will give you the new potions.
And you can also pick up their weapons, which is pretty cool. So I just got him to drop one. He's gonna take a swing at me.
Yep. The weapons, the pickup weapons are very limited. I kind of wish that you could take them from room to room and keep them for longer, because it's just badass when you have little Link carrying this giant sword that you take from an enemy, you know?
I wish I had more magic, because I would have shown you folks that, I could get some magic here.
Haha.
All right, here I was complaining.
No, money.
So far, nothing.
Rupees.
All right.
You know what'd be awesome?
No magic.
If the game stopped when you pick up a rupee and then told you that what each rupee is worth every time you pick up a rupee.
So if I leave, I don't think it's gonna let me start.
No,
from
keep
here.
on going down.
All right, let's keep going.
Come on,
then.
you're gonna get magic.
Magic eventually, right? Okay, countdown to magic. Ooh, flying enemies. Okay, tell me a little bit about. Have we mentioned sort of? That was a bad idea.
Hang on 1 second. There you go.
Yeah, I threw a bomb.
That's not good.
So,
this is where you.
I'm in trouble. All right, wait, nope. But that's the cool thing. So using the leaf, I can basically confuse these guys and stun them. Yep. I can also use the boomerang to do that, and it'll basically make them drop their those spinning blades. Now I can also steal a plume from them, which I just did. I think they only have one each, though.
Yeah, in classic RPG fashion, right? There's a countermeasure for every measure, right? So if an enemy is flying, then of course the wind attack will have an impact, So using a leaf will actually bring down certain enemies. I just love that kind of, the experimentation that that guy looks flammable. I'm going to use fire, and then you just kind of experiment and figure out what harms enemies.
Well, yeah. What's cool too is when you get the upgrade for the bow and arrow, right? You get the ice power up, and you can fire a bolt of ice, basically an ice buffed bolt at something, and it'll freeze him solid, which is really useful, because then if you whip out the hammer, you can just crush him. Sub-Zero style, right? Like Mortal Kombat, except without the blood.
Yeah.
All right,
another thing I really like about, Wind Waker, just the concept that green chews and red chews and blue chews leave behind chew jelly of the same color, and that is used that's what the potion makers make those 3 potions with. I just thought that was really cool. So these
So boomerangs are one-hit kill for these guys. I didn't realize that till the other night. Otherwise, you're going to use the sword until they stand straight, and then the last swing will finish them off.
Wait, did you just forget to steal the Boko Baba
Yeah, I have been
seeds?
forgetting, actually.
Oh
you know what?
Are you going to be okay?
Let's steal that. Give me that.
There you go.
Give me that. Oh, magic. Oh, my God. Why didn't I think of this sooner?
See.
Thank you, Pear. Once again, wisdom.
Plants.
Oh, yeah.
I have wisdom and courage and power.
Yep. You're just all the Triforces bundled into one. Here we go. Take that.
Not my favorite version of these plants, by the way. The design. No, I mean they look cartoony and cool, but they don't look as cool as the old drawings from.
But did you like the ones in Skyward? I thought that was kind of the variation was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh, here we go. So you get shields now, right? So now you're already getting some of the enemy variations, like the bokoblins with shields. They don't do a lot with them yet. Certainly, if you played other Zelda games, like in Skyward Sword, enemies block a lot more because the entire combat system is built around motion controls and you striking up and down and side sideways, right, which you don't have in this game. Honestly, though, I don't mind. I mean, I like the motion controls, but they can also be really fussy. And what they did do is slow combat down. You know, like an enemy would block you, and you'd have to wait until he adjusted his block for you to strike. Like, I think the best is somewhere in between, kind of like these traditional controls.
No, I respect that. I definitely respect that. I like that when he has no weapon, I'm gonna just sit still. You see, he's trying to drop kick me because he has nothing. But he found a weapon.
Oh, yeah, he's getting fire too. There we go.
I love that they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like just those little animations. Like if you earlier when we were fighting the moblins, if you cut at him near his behind, he jumps up and down grabbing his behind as he like he grimaces really.
That's right.
Really funny. Oh, these guys. Okay. So that was a bad idea.
Yeah, and then the hammer. You know, I love that the hammer is so ridiculously oversized in this game.
Oh yeah.
It really looks like a cartoon hammer when you swing it.
Yep.
And you know, you sometimes just want to try out these different weapons, not because they're more effective in their attacks, but just to see what will happen when you use them.
Yep.
You know, whether something gets flattened by the hammer.
Here we go.
Right,
not bad. I hope we got to Dark. I would love to show people Dark Nuts. I know this is taking a little bit long. And if you're watching, thanks. You're seeing some good stuff right now.
Here we go.
Hopefully. Still no Dark Nuts. Okay.
I like that those guys are called P-hats.
Yep.
Yeah. With an E8.
Oh, wow. That was a happy accident. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I didn't even aim. All right. Done.
I think P-hat would be a good name for you, too.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, good nickname.
No more Jose nicknames. And Jose Way will never be a thing. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. Oh, it'll happen. You just wait.
If you listen to NVC, you know what that is. You should definitely check it out.
If you can come up with any ways to somehow, misuse Jose's name, please post it in the comments. I'm out of ideas, so.
Okay, all right.
Oh, that's cool. They're hiding in the pots.
And did we?
Oh, you can do the death.
How
no, you can't.
Oh no, I could have. I missed it.
No, there we go.
Let's use this.
I've got a sword.
Okay. Yeah, I love especially that you can pick up enemy weapons, and I know, maybe it seems like a trite thing to some people, like, oh, that's silly. It's actually really fun. I love that of all the iterations of Link so far, the kid has the most options as far as combat goes.
Yeah, I bet you when the design team was working on this and you defeated an enemy, they said, oh, wouldn't it be cool if the enemy just kind of lost his axe and he didn't know what to do, or lost his sword? And then they probably saw the swords lying on the ground. They're like, well, that's weird if you see it on the ground and you can't pick it up. Because, that's how I feel in every freaking shooting game where I have a lame pistol, I shoot somebody with a machine gun, and then I can't pick up the freaking machine gun.
No,
right? Like,
it's a thing. No, I agree.
I just love that Wind Waker is a game that actually gets that right. And that's really nasty that they spew in their weird spores everywhere.
Yeah, this part's kind of gross.
You gotta shake them off.
Oh, yeah.
That must be really inconvenient to have those.
Oh, he's missing a wing already. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh! All right, that worked out.
By the way, have you ever noticed, if you've played any Legend of Zelda game, you'll probably have noticed it, but maybe not consciously so, that there is something we always call the sword stop. When you're hitting an enemy, the game kind of freezes for a second. There's like this weird kind of feedback moment. Where
is
you
that like
can't
a sync animation or something?
No,
like
it's on purpose. It's to make the impact feel real. And there are a lot of games, especially some earlier RPGs like Morrowind or some of those games where if you strike an enemy with a sword, it somehow feels wrong. It feels like the sword just goes through them like butter.
Oh, it feels really floaty.
Yeah, and in this game, in the Zelda games, you realize that it feels really impactful when you hit somebody because they have this kind of second freeze, split second freeze.
Yep. Oh, this could be. Oh, actually, wait. Will this be good?
Oh, Wizrobes.
Wizards.
Yeah,
okay, I'll take it. Wizrobes, right?
Yep.
What do they drop?
Fire.
No, I mean if I rob them.
Yeah, this may be the end.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be.
You're
the
not
end.
playing on hardcore mode, huh?
No, I don't. It's fun and all, but yeah.
I'm not judging.
I'd rather, I'm like, no. I give props to people who are, though.
You know what? I'm going to have to do it. I've finished this game a couple of times, a decade ago.
Yeah.
Really loved it. I think I'm going to play it on hard this time.
All right. I think after these guys, if we don't have Dark Nuts, like, that's it.
Get it.
Sorry, I always got to
again.
steal from these guys. I've been doing it since the GameCube version. I can't undo it, program it from my mind.
When you play Super Mario 64, do you constantly go yeah? Do you do like
No.
the triple jump?
These aren't them. These guys are fun though, but no.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you basically have to hit them from behind.
So, but in this case, yeah, you can lock on. You can do the roll move, right?
Yep.
Is that called Armos?
Well, let's see.
And you know,
I usually just use the bow and arrow on these guys.
oh yeah, that's right. I was
Yep.
fan too. Look,
Oh, they're gonna pop.
they already, you know, they've been in so many Zelda games as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of cool to see this interpretation of them.
Yeah, I love a lot of the interpretations in this game. If we could take a second for that, like a lot of this is one of my
get him.
favorite Ganons.
You can take them out. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite versions of Ganon. This is one of my favorite versions of Zelda. Actually, the whole, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it's no secret. Ocarina of Time.
Spoilers.
Like, yeah, some spoilers. Zelda has another role in the stories in the 3D games.
Yeah.
Or at least that started in the 3D games, and her role in this one was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
These are Armos Knights, so they're the bigger versions of the little Armos guys.
yeah, and they take a bomb to actually finish off.
Yeah.
I like that they just laugh at you, sort of like gloating, like ho 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 ho.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. All right, I guess this will be our last
Yeah.
one because this is
There we
taking
go. Oh, sorry.
one bomb.
Have
Oh,
any-
I like that they leave bombs on the ground too for this run, just in case you ran out.
give him another one.
Here we go.
You can use the bomb flowers. Yeah.
There we
Have an
go.
A1 day.
I like that in Skyward Sword, you can actually pocket those bombs. You can, when you pluck them off the ground, you can
That's
just
right.
put them in your bag. That
You know
was
what?
really
But
cool.
that's evolution too, right? It's like probably a lot of people played this game said, why can't I take them, right? Like why, you know?
Well, the fuse just
Yeah.
goes off so quickly.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a rule for it.
Oh, choo-choo. The
Electric
electric
choo.
choo-choo. Yeah. All right. What do you got? Nothing else? Unfortunate. All right. I guess we should end here. I don't know
Yeah.
how much longer it's going to take to get to...
You know, I think we've shown a pretty good variety of enemies here, and you know everybody's watching this probably already played this game and knows the Dark Nuts,
yeah.
which are these big
They're
armored
just
guys.
so much fun to look at, though, and they're really strong, and I'm just making
You
this
know
look
what? They're
terrible.
scary too. So now that we've totally talked them up, please go get this game and play it yourself. If you're lucky enough to have never played the Wind Waker, man, congrats! I wish I could flash thingy myself and just play the game the first
Get him
time.
a neuralizer, folks. If you know where, please email him at IGN_NVC.com. At IGN.com.
Yep, NVC at
Yeah.
IGN.com works too. So
Yep.
give us some feedback and you know, follow us on Twitter. I'm PearIGN.
I am Jose_Otero.
Talk to you soon.